my cuties. If no one has told you already today, I want you to know that they're staring at you. For those of you that are new, welcome. I am Jem. In today's pick a card reading, we're going to be discussing who can't stop staring at you. So in pick a card readings, you can view them how you like. You could watch whatever pile catches your eye, or you could watch the whole video and take what resonates. As long as you take what resonates and leave the rest. Disclaimer, this is for entertainment purposes only. You can decide your own future. You have your own free will. Also know that I'm a reader that reads very candidly, so there may be some deep messages. Before we hop right into the different piles, I want to talk to you guys about the different ways you can help out my channel. The biggest way is by subscribing. I also sell personal readings on my DEPOP. Every single deck you see on my channel is listed there for a personal reading. If you're interested, it'd be like a 20-minute video for you, any questions you have, unlisted, posted on YouTube, unlisted for your eyes only. I also have an Instagram where I post tarot reels, tarot advice, different little things about me. If you're feeling generous, I also have an Amazon wish list of decks that I desire. Know that any donations are extremely appreciated but not expected, and I thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. So, now let's hop into the collective cleanse. We're going to use the vessel and cleanse the reading before we hop right in, just so we make sure that it is accurate and has no other involvement of any emotions, such as my own stuff or your stuff that may be hindering the reading. So let's make sure that it's cleansed. We can get straight to the point, make it clear and concise. All right, guys, let's hop in. So I'm going to play a little tune just to calm us all down. Sometimes I say to pay attention to the numbers that I press, especially if I hit a certain number multiple times. The number may play a part in the reading. So that's the little tune I'm going to play today. Let's take a deep breath. All right, let's hop into the reading. So for pile 1, we have this thumbnail. It is a guy with, I think, brownish or blackish type hair. He's got thick eyebrows. He's got like, he almost looks like he's got very, what is the type of eyes? Mono, it's like an Asian descent type of eye shape. I believe it's like mono, damn it, what is it called? I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. He also is wearing like a black shirt. He looks like he's got very thick lips. He's got a very skinny nose. He has like his hair's all raggedy and like just messed up a bit. Like it's a little like a bit chaotic, but it's like it's roughed up. And what else about this image? It looks like he's got something in his ear, like maybe like it looks like it could just be the shadow of the image, but it looks like there's something just in his ear. So if any of that resonates for you, pile 1, you may want to choose pile 1, and this is the deck that we're going to be using in your reading. So this deck is a new deck that I recently just purchased. I was really interested in it because I like how it has each deck. It's like the original Rider-Waite Tarot, but instead it's like reversals. So it has like a yin and yang, like upright, it's like tarot of opposites, that's what it's called, and it has either the reversal or the upright image, and it's both drawn on the card, which I really love and found so interesting, so that's why I wanted to purchase this deck. I might need to change the lighting a bit when I use this deck, but I really like it. So if that's calling your name, pile 1, please pick pile 1. Now let's hop into pile 2. So pile 2, we have the, what is this deck called? The Bumbleberry Hollow Tarot deck. So this is what it looks like. It's very colorful, very, very colorful. It's almost giving me like kid-like, childlike colors and very bright neon. Well, not even neon, just pastel colors. And it's got a moon phases on the back. This is also a brand new deck that I got. It also comes with a little booklet. And this is your thumbnail pile 2. So your thumbnail's of a girl. She looks like she's in class. She looks like she's a little bit tired, or maybe hooped earrings. She's wearing like class uniform. She's looking like she's just staring in your direction or staring at the camera. And she just looks like she's got like a blank face. She almost looks a little bit sad in a way. And there's people behind her looking at her. There's also like images hanging up on the wall. I don't know what type of class this is, but it kind of looks like a health class or something. I don't know. Very interesting. So if that resonates with you, pile 2, you may want to pick pile 2. And then lastly, pile 3, we have another guy who has a kind of similar haircut to the first, but it's a little bit different. It's a little bit shorter. It's kind of like it's like a bobbish type of hairstyle. It's also kind of messy, messed up. He's got very thin eyebrows. He looks like he might have a mole under his eye. Also, he has very thin cat-like eyes. He's got very light eyes as well. They look like they could be blue. I just said glue. Blue or gray. He also has a very flat face on. He looks very intimidating. He also has like a pretty long neck, and he's wearing like a black blouse, or not a blouse, what are the buttoned up shirt. He also looks like his ears are pretty apparent, like they come off his face a lot more than average. And he could also maybe have highlights for some reason. I'm getting like, he looks like there's like stripes of lighter color in his hair, so that maybe highlights could be significant. So if that resonates with you, pile 3. Also pile 3, we have the Ritual Tarot. This is a very interesting deck I also just recently purchased. It's got a bunch of like what is it called? Dang, why is it every time I like am doing a reading I forget my words? It's a collage of images where it's like someone just took like a magazine. I don't know if you've ever done it in art class where you take like a magazine, you cut out images and you paste them on. It's like a collage of like photos. That's what each deck is and what it looks like. So that's what the tarot deck looks like. If you guys are interested in checking this one out, please pick pile 3. So let's hop into the piles. Hello, my beautiful pile 1s. If you chose this thumbnail as well as this tarot deck, this will be your reading on who can't stop staring at you. So we have this deck here. I have already a setup of the layout that I want to do for these cards. So we're first going to talk about who this person is. So who is this person that can't stop staring at you? Pile 1. And we're going to take one of these cards. We're going to just shuffle everything on camera. If you'd like to skip it, you can, but I'll do it like just while we're doing the reading. I just felt like I need to change it up once in a while. Sometimes it's easier to shuffle the cards on camera. So who is this person that can't stop staring? Who can't stop staring at pile 1? We got the Earthworm in reverse. Okay. I think I literally read this like the other day. So basically it's somebody who's shy or hesitant. It's in reverse though, so we're gonna have to look a little bit more specific of what the reversal is. It's like basically a beginner. Okay, so who this person is, we also got the Angel in reverse. It says acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. So this is representing who your person is, pile 1. I'll jump into it in a second. Let's just pull the rest of your cards. I wanted to ask, How is this person acting with you? So like, in what way are they acting? Like how are they acting towards you? We're gonna be using this deck, the loving messages. So how are they acting towards pile 1? Oh, how are they acting towards pile 1? We have guilty. I feel pain from the damage I've caused. Interesting. All right, let's get one more. How are they acting? Should this be the deck that we use? Yeah, we could use this. How are they acting towards pile 1? 2. We have Beckonish? The fuck just coming out of my mouth? Caution. Becaution? Becantion? I don't know what the hell this word is, unless I'm like utterly... It just says, you will be traveling soon in reverse. Why did that flip over? What is happening? Maybe there's something else that they want to say. How else are they acting? Please give me another card to clarify this. How else are they acting? What does this traveling card mean? Does it mean they're going to go away? 1, 2. We have health. Health issues could arise in reverse. Okay. All right. And then lastly, let's pull... What do they think when they stare at you? So what are they thinking when they stare at you? 2, 3. We have clock. Need time, take time, in time, cycles time to heal, progression. That just immediately clarifies all of this. What else do they think when they stare at pile 1? 2, 3. We have mirroring each other. All right, pile 1. So, what I'm getting for you is this person could feel very guilty, and the reason why they keep staring at you is because they like to almost travel back in the past and revisit or relive memories that maybe you two have shared. I think also, though, the way they may be acting with you is they could be playing like feeling very guilty for the pain that they maybe caused you. And they could also be trying to maybe run away from you or stay away in order to heal, because they feel every time they stare at you, it's like they know that it needs time, or time needs to heal. Like there needs to be some time to pass in order for the relationship to heal. And it's like they're kind of like keeping their distance, or like taking the time apart in order to maybe heal themselves, or like maybe project that feeling on like, oh, you're gonna be healed within time. And I think also they may look at you as like almost like a way of unfinished business. Like it's like they see you as still potential of a future. Like they see like within time, like it's like within time, it will come together again. Like give it time, it will come together again. They may look at you and think that way. They also, what may pop into their head when they look at you is like, they may feel like you mirrored their own wounds. Like you, a lot of the time with the mirror card, something that I always think about is when you step into like a relationship or like a friendship, it doesn't matter what type of relationship, it could be platonic or romantic, everybody's a reflection of yourself. So whatever perceptions, whatever opinions, whatever you project onto somebody else of something that is bothering you or upsetting you that they do, it's because it has more to do with you than them itself. So it's like they're mirroring your own wounds. For example, that's how they feel about you. Maybe they took time to already process this and like think about that, and they saw you, and it was like you mirror back all the insecurities or all the wounds that they've had inside themselves, and you made them realize those parts of them that they had to reflect on. They had to do a lot of introspection, look at their self-image. A lot of the time, what people are upset about or what bothers them in a relationship, it has to do with their own insecurities or whatever they're dealing with inside. For example, a lot of the time, let me give you an example, and I'll jump off and then we'll talk about these cards over here. But for example, when you're in a relationship with somebody and they criticize you for your looks, like, oh, your hair, blah, 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 or you're overweight, or you're too skinny, or blah, blah, yada, yada. All of that shows more of a distinction of who that person is rather than who you are. Meaning, so whoever's criticizing you about your weight is because they're insecure about their weight. That's why they're criticizing you about it, because they've been criticized about it before, so they're projecting. Another thing too, let's talk about, instead of like criticism or any of that, let's talk about it in a different form that this could play a part, is when you're in a relationship with somebody and somebody's like, I feel like you pull me down, I feel like you weigh me down in the relationship, I feel like you, hold me back, or you keep me from doing what I need to do, yada yada, things like that. That is another way that they're projecting their own problems. Like, it's not that you're the problem, right? The other person. It's not that the other person is stopping this person from doing what they need to do. It's because this person is not setting the proper boundaries, not letting the person know, what they're willing to, like, where their needs are, and what they need to put their own needs first. So for example, if this person's telling you like, oh, you're getting in the way of my needs. It's not their problem, it's your problem, because you need to stop letting them get in the way of your needs. You need to put your needs first. And it's because you're not disciplined enough to continuously put your needs ahead of the other. That's what I mean. Like, I hope that makes some sense. I hope you're understanding what I'm saying. If any of you want in the comments to me clarify, let me know. But moving on past that could be something in particular, is like they're waiting. Every time they look at you, it's like they're waiting in time, and they also see you as a mirror. It's like, it's almost like the relationship could be very triggering for them, because it really opens up to their deepest, darkest wounds, and it really, really helps them reflect. And that's something that was needed. It was like you helped them grow as a person. It's like it really tears into who they are as a person. And it's very triggering, but it's very helpful. It brings a lot of growth. With who this person is, personality-wise, they could be the earthworm. So basically, they could be playing like almost like the victim mentality a bit, because they could be feeling, it's almost because they maybe feel so guilty that they messed up, even though they're a human being. Like, people make mistakes. Like, they could be feeling overly guilty and like really beating themselves up about the situation, even though it's like, listen, people make mistakes. Like, you're a human being, and like to be beating yourself up so much about something is not like worth. It's just not. It's a waste of time. You live, you learn, and you grow, and you move on. The earthworm, this person could be very shy, very hesitant towards you. Maybe they're really just trying to keep a distance, I'm getting. And they could also be playing like this act of like being like the angel, like playing like they're, being a little bit manipulative. I think this person struggles with people pleasing, or just like trying to like play like this innocent act or angelic act, like maybe even telling other people that, or like trying to play that role in the situation, or trying to play like the victim. Like, they're trying to be like, oh, like this person hurt me and I'm just an innocent bystander. Like, they're not taking accountability for their actions, and that could be something in particular. And also, they'd rather not accept the mistakes they made, and they'd rather feel like extremely guilty about it and then project and then like blame it on the other person and be like, play the victim. They're playing the role of a victim. It's like they can't take accountability for their own actions and know that they're, a human being. People make mistakes. They can't just accept that. So they'd rather just, change the story or manipulate to make other people believe that they're the innocent, when it's like, listen, nobody's innocent in any situation. Everybody has their own perspectives. There's no good, no bad. Like, a lot of the time people like to say in situations like, no, I'm in the right and you're in the wrong. Actually, there is no right, there is no wrong. It's just different perspectives. So that could be something in particular. But anyways, let's talk about the earthworm, and then we'll jump into like why this person stares at you, more into depth about that. So the earthworm in reverse says self-conscious and apprehensive. So they could be very self-conscious. I don't know what apprehensive is. I think that means like they're really like stuck, like they're not really taking action. They're kind of just like questioning everything or questioning a certain action to take. They could be a beginner in some sort of work field, and it says mastery takes time, like you're on the right track, but also there could be some sort of blockage, and it could be this in particular is like playing the victim. Could be the blockage. So let's now hop into the next. Let's put these cards aside. So the next rows we got, so why does this person stare at you? What do they do because of it? Why do they look up to you? Or why do they keep looking at you? And how do you feel about it? Pile 1. So we're going to use some tarot and we're going to use some oracle. The first row, let's do the tarot first. The first row is going to be old tarot, and it's just going to be like the explanation. So why does this person keep staring at you? We have the Ace of Wands and the Chariot. The Ace of Wands in reverse and the Chariot upright. That's what I love this deck. I love that it's like the opposites. It's so sick. It's so cool. The next is what do they do because of it? So like what do they do or what do they think like when they stare at you, or like what do they do after feeling that way when they stare at you? 1, 2, 3. It didn't flip over, so I don't take it. We got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I meant upright. I didn't even mean to say in reverse. So why do they look at you, or why do they look up to you? Like 3. We have these 8 of Wands. And lastly, how do you feel about it? So how do you feel about it, pile 1? 1, 2, when they keep staring at you. 3. We have the 4 of Swords. And I hit the bell with that, so. Ding! Order up! Come get your pizza. Alright. My beautiful pile 1s. Let's get into your oracles. Let's get one of these cards. So give us a card to clarify the why, right here. Clarify the why. A card just flipped over. We got distance in reverse. Give me a card to clarify what they do because of it. So what do they do because of it afterwards, like after they have these feelings? Clarify the Ace of Pentacles, please. Didn't ding, so I'm not going to take them. 1, 2. We have unsatisfied. Feeling a bit greedy, I thought of. Greedy, but then also I just thought of like not having enough abundance. Why do they look up to you? So let's get a love card. So why is there dents in that card? What the hell happened there? So why do they look up to you, or why do they look at you? again, the clock came out. And how do you feel about it? We're gonna get card. Oh, we haven't even used these yet. Oh my god. How did I forget? Oopsies. We're gonna use this yin and yang oracle. So how do you feel about it, Pile1? How does Pile1 feel about this? Clarify the Four of Swords, please. 2. Oop. This is comfort zone. South node. Clinging. Interesting. I love having so many decks because I swear to God, it really just clarifies everything. Alright, Pile1. So this is what I have for you. The Ace of Swords is... you know what, let me look exactly what the Ace of Swords says in the booklet before I use my intuition. The Ace of Swords in reverse is uncertainty, low energy, maybe holding you back, slowing you down in your intentions. This low frequency is also due to the inability to understand what you really want before going on with your instincts. Listen well to the experience of wisdom. Get help from those who have more strength. And then the Chariot, which is Cancer, and it talks about discipline and going after, having like the courage to go after. Or is that the Strength card? Sometimes you get the Strength card in it. The Chariot is the driver of the chariot has noble intentions, travels through the roads, required boldness and strength. Vary your action by adapting, but do not give away to those who do not consider you skilled or capable. Maneuver between shadow and light. Conquer yourself before stepping on victor's platforms for all to see. Positive is advance with speed. Do not retreat in the... I am, maybe Twitter? I don't know why that came out. Do not retreat in the face... Retweet. In the face of life's difficulties, much less to give the doubt caused by your fears. Victory will be yours, but only after you know how to manage dynamicness with measured intensity. You will easily win confrontation with those who hinder you, just as easily find alliance, friendships, and comrades who will make you even stronger. Okay, so that was a lot to read. I apologize. This is why. So why do they keep staring at you? I think it's because they look at you in a way of like maybe someone who's stronger than them. Because a lot in the reading it talked about find somebody who's stronger than you or tap into like friends, alliances, comrades who will make you even stronger. It's like it's very like needy, very clingy, very like needing others in order to grow. Like this person may struggle with their own worthiness or their independence. They constantly need rather than give. Or it's like, oh my god, I watched this recent tarot where it was talking about like if you're in a space of constantly needing and constantly asking rather than never putting in the effort to chase after those dreams, you will constantly be never receiving any abundance. And it was like, it's almost like this person, your person Pile1, is in that step where it's like they're in that space where they're like, they're being so, they haven't made the change. And the reason why they keep staring at you is because they feel like they need you. They feel like they need you in order to grow and change. When in reality is they don't need you. They need to grow themselves. And then that could bring the possible abundance of you two being once, you know, again, within time, once again, together again. Because I feel like that's what they're hoping for. The distance card here, they keep staring at you because there's distance. They feel like you and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. Like they feel like there's distance between you physically and emotionally, and they're craving that. They are needing that. It's like they have this idea that like if they keep needing you and they keep like asking for it or keep like begging, that it's going to come back to them, when in reality it's just pushing you further away and pushing their possible abundance further and further away. With the next row here, it's representing my cards. So what do they do because of it? So how do they feel after they stare at you? Like, what type of action do they take, or like what type of emotion they may feel? We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles upright represents freshness, good energy, inspiration, encouragement, new ventures, prosperity, a good time for travel. It keeps talking about travel, distance, road, traveling down this road. I keep getting that in this entire reading. I'll talk a little bit more specifically of what I think that could be. So it says, good time for travel, business, consolidating any alliance or relationship, health in all areas will flourish. And it says, unsatisfied. I wasn't happy the way things were going. And it says unsatisfied. All right, pile one. So with the whole travel thing, maybe one of you has moved away, or there's some sort of like actual, for some of you, it could be people have actually left, or there's like some sort of traveling, or they like took some sort of road to go somewhere else, right? And there's like physical distance, like you guys don't actually see each other, but maybe see each other online. That could be for some of you. In another way, this could just be saying maybe someone's trying to run away from their problems, and in a way of like moving away. They want to like move away. They want to like actually pick their shit up and move. Like it could be like traveling, or this could just also be saying maybe needing some time away from the situation could also be beneficial. Not like a forever thing, but like maybe taking some time away to reflect rather than running away from. You know what I mean? Like it's like you're not leaving to run away. You're leaving to reflect on the situation, take some time away so you could reflect and then come back to it. Because you can't run away from your problems. They'll always be there with you. They won't ever leave until you truly face them. And that could be something in particular, is like this person maybe is trying to run away from them. And in another way too, this could be maybe this person got greedy, felt like what they had wasn't enough and they wanted more. Like they may have really high expectations, or like it's because they can't accept themselves, so they're not willing to accept anybody else for their own shadow self. Like nobody's perfect. So because they can't accept themselves, they can't accept others. And then also with the Ace of Pentacles, I think this could be like, whenever they see you, pile one, after they feel like almost like a sense of like positive energy, like it's like it re-enlights in them, like a fire burns under them, and they're like, damn, okay, now I need to take action. Like they're like kind of like wanting to move forward, and move forward. Like it's like almost like a sense of like contentment, and they're happy that they can. It's almost like your being able to stare at you is still giving them the energy that they have been always getting from you from the get-go. It was like they're still taking this energy that you've given them from this whole time, like positive energy. And it's like every time they stare at you, it's like it re-lights in them, and they're like, okay, it gives them encouragement to move forward and like have this like good energy and inspiration to take new ventures and have this prosperity, like maybe even specifically with their finances. Like maybe you motivated them in their finances, and like whenever they look at you, it's like a reminder. It's a reminder, and they have like this sense of like motivation. It says health in all areas will flourish too. For some reason, maybe they felt like they were in bad health. Like maybe someone was in really bad health, or I think they maybe felt like they were in bad health when they were in a relationship with you. And because you guys aren't together, then they feel like they're in better health. When I think that could just be their own mind. Like I feel like this person maybe struggles from a lot of delusion. And something in particular is like feeling like your relationship was draining them, when in reality it was their own mental health and the way they perceived things that was draining them. So like they feel like they have better health now being apart. That's really interesting. Lastly, we have why do they look up to you? I think within time, like time to heal, I think they could still be holding on to this idea of like sorry. They could be still holding on to this. They're still holding on to you, Pi 1, okay? That's why they keep staring at you. That's why they can't let you go. It's like just because you're at a distance, they still are hoping for like some sort of energy transfer. You know, like staring into your eyes gives them this boost of energy to move forward. And it doesn't mean it takes that away from you. It's not taking away. That could be your perception of it, but it doesn't mean that it has to be that way. It could just be, you could look at it as a way of like, this person's being motivated by you. This person's inspired by you. You've pushed this person to change and to grow for the better. And I think how they look up to you is because you inspire them to maybe chase their passions, chase what they want to do in life, but also like to heal themselves, like to take time to heal and to like go through the cycle of life and like take time for themselves and progress further. Like, I think this person still looks up to you and they still are holding on to this like hope for the future with you. But the reason why they look up to you, Pi 1, is because you have inspired them. You given this you gave them the taste of what healing truly could bring for them. And it has made them run. It's like they're trying to be a master at this. They want to receive this abundance, and they're trying. It looks like they're trying. Lastly, we have, how do you feel about it, Pi 1? We have the comfort zone, South Node, and we have clinging, and we have Four of Swords. Why are my allergies now acting up? We were perfectly fine 2 seconds ago. What happened? Four of Swords. So it says, your battles are not over, only suspended. Rest up now, for soon you must return to the fight, probably alone against many. Whatever happens in your worldly conflict, victory is certain over your insecurities. Conquer your fears is more important than beating others. Interesting. It says comfort zone and clinging. So how you may be feeling about it, Pi 1, is you could be stepping into, so maybe like the part of like taking time away and doing some sort of reflection was maybe for you, because that could be literally what you're doing right now is like, you're kind of just like, you want time away, you kind of want space, you just want like to be on your own, or just be in this like hermit mode where you're just like sitting by yourself and relaxing, like how this guy is. But it's not like they're running away. It's like they're actually taking the time to sit there and, you know, give themselves the time to like relax, to heal. But also knowing that they're going to have to come back to this at some point and fully heal and reflect about it so that they can progress and have victory over whatever reflections were happening in this relationship. Like, you know how I said about the mirror card is like, this person reflected wounds. You both reflected wounds within each other. It may have been very triggering, but it was all for the growth. And in this Four of Swords, it's like, you don't have to perceive this as a battle. You don't have to perceive this as like constantly needing to win and like you can't ever like, you know, like it has to be like, everything will be okay. It doesn't have to be a battle. It's not even a battle, you know, perceiving it like needing to win or needing to be right is just mentally draining from the get-go. seeing it in a different way, in a different light, seeing this as like, you know, this person's not perfect, I'm not perfect, and we both learned and grew from this situation to move forward, could be a more efficient way of forgiving, letting go how it occurred, and progressing further and healing from. It says victory is certain over your insecurities. It's not about fighting others. It's about fighting yourself. It's about fighting what you think and what your ego is saying. Because you think you may be fighting somebody else and fighting their ego, but in reality, you're fighting your own ego. You're fighting what's inside. Those negative thoughts, those whatever pop into your head, none of that's you. It's your ego. It's these traditional maybe views that were set into your brain, like, oh, this has to be this way, but yada yada. That's what you're fighting with. Not this person. This is already, you know, done, set with. You don't have to worry about who's right, who's wrong. The ego that's stepping in. You both learned, you both grew, you both can let it go and progress further. So I hope that's helpful, Pile 1. I know we got into like a deep topic. I think this could be a lot of what's going on. Maybe the thoughts that are popping in when you two look at each other. And I think you could also be still clinging on to this person in a way. I just saw 3333, which talks about growth. So you could still be holding on to this person with anger, not being able to let go of maybe what happened due to pain. And I think once you start to accept yourself more and see that you are a human being, the more you can start to accept this person for also being a human being and them not being perfect as well. And the more you'll be able to let go the pain that others can cause you, because again, nobody's perfect. A lot of people are probably going to upset you in your life. And you have to always remind yourself that they're human. People make mistakes. They're doing the best that they can with what they have at this very moment. So, so that is all I have for you, Pile 1. I hope that helps. We're going to move on to Pile 2 now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please let me know maybe how I did in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. I'm always looking to do better. I know sometimes I could be a little bit harsh, and I never try to be harsh. I really just try to like be helpful and be honest. I'm not some bullshit reader that's gonna lie to you. But I always am looking for some advice of what I could do better, so I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in one of my next ones. Bye! Hello, my beautiful Pile 2s. If you chose this deck, the Bumbleberry Oracle? No, the Bumbleberry Hollow Tarot deck. This will be your reading on who keeps staring at you and who can't stop staring at you. So, we're gonna first talk about who this person is. So we're gonna shuffle some cards to talk about who this person is, and then we'll jump into why they're doing it, how they feel about it, how do you feel about it. So the first card is, the first row is gonna represent who's this person and what's their personality like. So who keeps staring at Pile 2? What is their personality like? 2, 3. We have the Fire Ant in reverse. Okay, so this person could be a very angry person or holds a lot of anger. Because the Fire Ant talks about holding on to a lot of anger. We'll get into more specifics. I don't know what the hell is happening. I'm having hiccups. Let's get one more card to talk about this person's personality. So they may hold on to a lot of anger. Interesting. So we got the Thief, and it says it's in light, so it's upright. It says sheds light on potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. But they do have this monk and nun aspect of their life that says negative judgment of the physical world, excessive or excess petty, like pettiness in reverse. Okay. So let's talk about how does this person act with you? So how does this person act with pile 2? How does this person act? Like, how are they currently acting towards pile 2? 1, 2, 3. We have dishonesty. Let's get another one. We have reminiscing. I miss our inside jokes. Okay. And then lastly, the last row is going to talk about so what do they feel like when they stare at you? So how do they feel when they stare at you? What do they feel when they stare at you? 1, 2, 3. We got axe. Breaking up, separation, stopping the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. Interesting. Lastly, let's get the yin and yang. So how do they feel when they look at you? It says passion, separation, and longing. All right, pile 2. So before we hop right in, I want to look up the fire ant real quick, just so I know. I know this talks about anger, somebody who has a lot of anger. It's a fire sign. They could have a significant fire placement. So it says aggression, rigid thinking, following orders. And then when out of balance, it says argues, excessive heat, and gossips. So this person could be at a time or a place right now where they could be someone who's very motivating, very driven, and someone who inspires you to look at the greatness you have in your own life, and specifically when it comes to your wealth or your career. Maybe like this person like shows you your greatness or just reminds you or supports you with your endeavors. Like it's like this person sheds light on your potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. They show and they shed light and they're like, hey, look at this, like, you know, look at how great you are, look at how powerful you are, look at this, you have this and like nobody else. Like this is something within you that is just from you as an individual. Like, you are great and you are worthy just as who you are as a person. And they show you, they shed that light on you. This person maybe though be struggling a lot with their ego. And because they may have a lot of repressed anger or just a lot of shit coming their way, they could be projecting a lot of their anger towards others. In particular, they could be being very judgmental of others in the physical world because they have a lot of like this excessive amount of like anger. So in a way, they just project that anger onto others and like they criticize, they judge, they be like, oh, like, you know, this person, yada yada, looks so stupid, or like just like nasty things. Like they just say this shit because it's like they're so angry or like they're upset with what they maybe had to deal with that they just like are projecting that because it makes it easier. It's only a temporary fix, okay? So in a way, they are constantly projecting this stuff to just release this anger, but it's like in reality, it's just a temporary fix and it's not fully healing the problem from the get-go. So it's like they're constantly still holding on to this repressed anger and they need some sort of outlet to let go of these emotions instead of just running away from them or repressing them or ignoring them. With the dishonesty and reminiscing, this is making me think of, so this row is supposed to represent how they're acting with you. I think this person is maybe lying. This person could be very dishonest about, they could be in denial too. Like they could be maybe like denying how they're feeling, or they could be denying, and in reality, them lying about their emotions or being dishonest or lying about whatever it is really just ripping you guys apart and the possibilities of, you know, your relationship and pulling things back together and like working things out. And with the reminiscing card, it says, I miss our inside jokes. Like this person's like reminiscing of like maybe how the relationship first started, how it was like goofy, playful, and fun. And I think they could be like missing that. They maybe struggle with not ever feeling good enough, so they may like project that and like say like the relationship needs to go back to like, you know, this beautiful, happy memories, but it's like in reality, you know, nothing's ever going to be perfect, and this is how you make new memories. You make new fun, new memories to reminisce on. Like you can't focus so much on the past because you're never going to be able to repeat it, and that's why you have to focus on the present and focus on the now and focus how you can make today a better day. So I think this person maybe struggles with that a bit, but how they're acting towards you is they may joke, they may reminisce with you a lot about the past or about some inside jokes or joke around with you. They could also be maybe lying a bit or being a little bit dishonest about maybe how they're feeling emotionally, but also they could just be lying to you about something, like being dishonest. And I think more specifically with their emotions. Something about their emotions. Lastly, we have this row. So how do they feel when they look at you? I think they feel like things aren't going to work out or things are going to end up breaking. Things like not working. They feel like we're going to have like, they could be like, oh, like maybe they look at you and they think of like, oh, we're going to break up. There's going to be some sort of separation. And like they want to run. Every time they look at you, maybe they feel like it's just easier to run away, to separate. But in reality, I think they remind themselves, they're like, I don't want to run anymore. I don't want to run anymore. I want to stop this pattern of abandoning. I want to stop this pattern. I want to stop this trauma controlling me. I want to stop following this pattern. And that could be something they're really struggling with inside, is like, they may really want to run, but they're like, you know what? I really just want to stop doing that. And I really want to work things out, even if it gets hard, because I want to break the patterns. There could be some sort of silent treatment that needs to be resolved within this connection. Like, they may be giving you the silent treatment, not talking about how they're feeling, it's being like a very petty. Instead of just communicating, which is also just leaving more resentment. And there could be some sort of abandonment issues as well, like feeling like people are going to leave them. something like that. That could be internal war they're having. And we have separation longing. They could be like really like feeling like they need to separate or like run away, but they may really regret it because they know they're gonna miss you, and they're gonna regret it. Like they wish that they could again break the pattern, and that's why they aren't trying to run. They feel a lot of passion, a lot of chemistry with you. They feel the love, and every time they look into your eyes, they feel the passion, they feel the chemistry. Now let's hop into, so this is who this person is. Let's hop into now, what is this person feeling? So why do they keep staring at you? What do they do because of it? We're going to use your tarot to represent the top rows. First. Trying to make this deck is shuffled. Okay, so why does pile 2's person keep staring at pile 2? 1, 2, 3. This card wanted to come out. The Chariot, which also represents Cancer. Could be somebody who's a Cancer. So why do they keep staring at you? And let's get another card representing on why. So why? Oh wait, we're gonna get an oracle for that. Let's move on to the next. So what do they do after they feel these feelings that they have when they stare at you? So like when they stare at you, they feel some type of way. What do they do because of it? So what do they do because of it? 2, 3. We have the Death card. They change. They change. They want to grow. They want to grow. They want to do better. They change. Why do they look up to you? So that's a card representing why do they look up to you? 2, 3. We have the High Priestess and we have 8 of Cups. The High Priestess is what hit the thing, though. So many cards here. There's a lot of things that they look up to you for. I'm just going to take maybe the High Priestess to put down, but I'm going to look at all these cards first. They love the way you take action, the way you step up and you step into this masculine energy. It's like you have a great balance of maybe masculine and feminine. And don't, I don't mean it as like a way of like, I'm saying your mentality is like you don't take shit, you put your foot down, you know, you respect, you take authority, but in like a nice, kind way. It's not like a repressive, negative way. It's like you stand your ground and you're very authoritative. And this person looks up to you because of that. We have the 8 of Cups. And the 8 of Cups, I believe, it's in reverse. Sorry, my allergies are acting up. The 8 of Cups, usually 8 talks about abundance, and then the Cups represents emotions, but it's in reverse, so it's like a lot. It's like almost like a overbearing. Maybe this person feels like another thing they look up to you is like you don't take on, you're very, you maybe set healthy boundaries. You may be really good at setting boundaries. Something in particular is maybe when someone's trauma dumping or like trying to like put on a lot, like too much emotions, maybe a little bit overbearing emotions. With the 9 of Cups, it's like You're almost on this way of being very emotionally intelligent. Maybe there's some sort of blockage, though, when it comes to, like, being affected emotionally by other people's problems. And maybe needing to let that go and not let it affect you. But it's like you're becoming very emotionally intelligent. You could be also very spiritual. You maybe have a great sense of, like, being very loving, very, have this duality of care and love. And it's, like, just so sweet and loving. It's like this bunny. Maybe this person really sees you as, like, this beautiful bunny right here. That's so cute. I love that. I think this person really looks up to you, pile 2. There's so many things, great things about you, and it's like they see that you're also working on things. They see that they look up to you because they know, it's almost like they love you more for your flaws, because they know that you're not perfect. They know that you are doing your best to grow past these flaws of, like, maybe taking, like, other people's emotions a little bit too much onto you. And, like, you set, like, these healthy boundaries now of, like, listen, I can't handle that. And it's like this person just really loves that about you. It's like they're like, wow, like, this person's really growing and changing for the better. I think, and that's what they want to do. You know, it's like you encourage this person to do that. Look at this. You have the Empress and the Emperor, like, and the High Priestess. It's like the Hierophant represents the masculine spirituality, and the Emperor represents more of, like, the physical, like, okay, so the Hierophant is, like, more of, like, your mentality, your mind, and your spirituality, right? Something outside of you, your soul, having this more of, like, masculine energy. And you have that, not only the masculine, but you have the feminine as well. You have this great balance between the masculine and feminine within your spirituality. Not only just that, but also in reality as well. Like, in your physical, you have the Empress and the Emperor. It's like, you know, you're learning to heal, like, to have divine masculine and divine feminine, and, like, healing your divine feminine on when to let things go, when to nurture, but also not put your needs aside. Like, you have, like, this great balance. And I think that's what this person also looks up to you. They see this future potential. There's something that's clearly, like, blocking this possible potential of the 10 of Cups, but it's fairly close to this. Like, this person sees you as the end goal. They see you as their wife, their future, their future spouse. And it's like, they see you as this very emotionally intelligent, like, you're almost there. And that's why they look up to you. That's why they look up to you, pile 2. All right, so how do you feel about this situation? How does pile 2 feel about the situation? 1, 2, 3. We have the Sun. Aww. Aww. This is so cute. Okay, so this is sweet. So pile 2. The Sun here. Let's get some clarifiers first, and then I'll hop into that. But let's get a card from the Yin and Yang. How does... Did we just get a card or no? How does pile 2 feel about this situation? 2, 3. It says rejection, loss, fragmented. I might pull another card. Let's get... What other cards do I want? I want to get one of these. Oh, we got that again. Why do they look up to you? I think, like, you break the patterns. I think you break the patterns. 2, 3. I like you. This person really, really likes you. They feel like the relationship's fun. It's flirty. It's... they may really want to date you. It says romance is blooming. I think this person, every time you guys like have disagreements or you guys work through your problems, it's like this person builds more love for you. And then I think let's do what do they do because of it. So what do they do because of it? Confusion. I feel unclear about where we stand. Okay. And then we have why. So why do they stare at you? We could do... Let's do one of these cards. One, two, three. We have open your heart up. Okay, so pile 2. Why this person may stare at you is because, again, we have breaking the patterns. This person wants to break the patterns. They don't want to relive past horrible relationships. They want to like change. They want to grow. They want to do better. And like in a way, this person comes to you with this like, it's like this person's coming to you to open your heart up. They may be, why they may stare at you is because they're waiting for your response. They're waiting for you to maybe open up your heart and communicate what you're feeling and what you are thinking and what you are you know, like thinking about and like wanting to do. With the this person, like it's like they're coming to you to open your heart up. Why they stare at you is because they're waiting for your response. They're waiting for you to say something. They want you to open up and say something and communicate. You know, where do we stand, or how are you feeling, or what's going on? With why do they, it says what they do because of it. So what do they do, like, when they are feeling... So when they stare at you, right, and they feel some type of way, like, maybe they feel, like, a bit insecure, or, like, something that they're hoping for is not happening, so they're, like, feeling a little bit worried, and what they may be wanting to do is... It's like this big death card, right? It's either I break the situation and I run. This person may be a runner. They may like to run away from their problems rather than facing them. And in a way with you, it's like they want to break that pattern. They don't want to run. They want to... They may be confused. Like, it's like, it's confusion in their mind. What happens in their mind when they stare at you and once they have those feelings is confusion. They're trying to pick and... They're trying to, like, process how they feel. They're trying to process what's going on in their head. They're trying to process what to do. And a lot of the time, their fear is telling them to run. But what they're really trying to do is to clear out the fog that is telling them to run, clear it out, and see, and they're really trying to see what their intuition is trying to say. Deep down, what is best for them, rather than letting their, you know, worries and fears get in the way of wanting to run. I think this person is like, sometimes maybe needs some validation, or sometimes maybe needs like some reassurance about your relationship being good, because sometimes they could be a little bit confused about where you stand, and that could be bringing them a lot of fear. Like the silence brings them a lot of fear, and they'd rather just communicate or have communication. I think with the next row, it says, how does this person look up to you? I already explained, like, there's so many great things about you. This person really sees you as a magical human being, no joke. And they really like you, and it's like every time it's the romance is blooming, it's developing further, the love is developing. With the Sun card here, how do you feel about it? Pile 2. I'm going to get a couple more cards on how you feel. Can we clarify this rejection card? 1, 2, 3. We have guilt. Ooh. We have guilt, celebration, spy. There could be also some sort of unhealthy stuff coming from your side as well. Just like any normal human being, of course. And I think something in particular you may be feeling is you could be having some sort of self-sabotaging things as well that could be hindering. For example, feeling like guilty. And no, you don't need to feel guilty for anything. You're just like this person, like, you know, you make mistakes, you're still learning, you're still processing, you're still on this journey of trying to be a better human or trying to do your best, and like you're just trying to do your best, just like this person, and know that it's okay to fuck up, you know, like it's not gonna ever be perfect, and like you don't have to feel extremely guilty. Like it's okay to feel guilty and feel like upset about it, but then again, you know, but then after that, refresh in your mind, be like, hey, like, you know, I'm only human and I'll do better next time. You know, it's like, it doesn't have to be held on to super deeply, or you don't have to beat yourself up because you're a human being. And I think something in particular could be you may be having fear about rejection or a loss. Like you may be, it could be like some sort of abandonment issue, like, because it did come up before, like fear of abandonment. You may have, this could be a trauma, like there could be something specific about this relationship, is it could be like very, there could be a trauma bond lingering that may need to be resolved, and it could have something to do with abandonment. This person likes to run, and you maybe get anxious due to that, or it could be the other way around. And I think something in particular is needing to heal that in a healthy way, instead of like withdrawing and shutting down when things happen. Try to continuously put love. Whoever is shutting down and trying to run, they need to like, and maybe understanding each other more could be very beneficial, like knowing when to like communicate and knowing when to express emotions, because withdrawing emotions is only going to make things worse. You should always be giving love to the person, even when you guys are having disagreements or fights, because it shows that you still care and like you're still willing to put this past us and work further, instead of like it being the all are end all type of thing. You know, it doesn't have to be like that where you just have to cut somebody off. Like, okay, anyways, I think you see though that there's a lot of celebration, there's a lot of abundance that could be brought from this connection. Like, this person maybe is really fun, or just like very like celebratory, like they like to celebrate, they like to have a good time, they like to spend time and celebrate with you. And I think something in particular is maybe this person likes to give you gifts, or you could be a gift giver. Maybe you see like a lot of abundance from this, like this person gives you gifts. Could be something about that. And then we have spying. There could be some sort of self-sabotaging of maybe spying or introspecting. Inspecting, I mean. For example, like looking on their phone or doing things like that that are evading privacy. That could be something, but also know that that is just, you're looking for something to cause an issue with. That could be a bit unhealthy. That could just be, for some of you, if it doesn't resonate, ignore that. That could just be a message that wanted to come out. And then we have nurturing. There could be a sense of like giving a bit too much, being a little bit too nurturing, and like trying to like help this person or fix this person and putting your needs aside. That could also be an issue, that maybe knowing when this person, giving the person the space to figure their stuff out for themselves. You can still love them and support them and care for them, but you can't take that stuff on for them. And then we have alchemy, ancestor guidance. You could be also someone who, the way you're feeling about this is like you want to look towards your ancestors, you want to look towards your spirit guides, the people who are trying to give you advice, your higher power, your higher self. what they're trying to say, what they're trying to help you, and how they're trying to guide you. I think you could definitely be very spiritual, and that's like a big message is coming, is like spirituality really helps guide you in life. So maybe constantly like reflecting and doing this type of stuff could be really beneficial for you, and maybe you may even already know that, and that's how you feel towards this connection. So that is what I have for you, Pile 2. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please give this a like, consider subscribing. Let me know how I did in the comments. I'm always looking for things that I could do better. I would love, obviously, no, again, nobody's perfect, like I said in this reading, but I do appreciate you letting me know what I could work on and things like that. So anyways, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in one of my next ones. Bye! Hello, my beautiful Pile 2s. Jesus. Hello, my beautiful Pile 3s. I apologize. If you chose this tarot deck as well as the thumbnail, this will be your reading on who can't stop staring at you, and why can't they stop staring at you? Did I even say that right? You know what I mean. Alright, so this is your deck. Let's now hop into who is this person. So first section, we're going to talk about who this person is. So, just to get a better clarify of like, who is this person, then we're going to talk about why this person stares at you. So who is this person that can't stop staring? Who can't stop staring at Pile 3? We have the eagle. So air sign. Could be an air sign. Some significant air placement. And then lastly, we have give me a personality card. We got the Thief came out, which also came out in Pile 2. Okay. Then next row is going to represent how are they acting towards you? So how is this person, the person that keeps staring at you, how are they currently acting towards you? Oh. We have time. I'm afraid to be late. I'm afraid it's too late to take action. And we have how are they acting towards you? Give me a card. 2, 3. We have sexuality. Someone is still figuring themselves out. Interesting. And then lastly, we're going to talk about, so how does this person feel when they look at you, or when they stare at you? So how are they feeling? How do they feel when they look at you? Focus? Because of this black card, isn't it? Alright, I'm going to have to hold this off to the side for right now. Blaze, Volgas! There we go. Sorry about that. So, how do they feel when they look at you? 2, 3. We have not enough. Let's get another card. How do they feel when they look at you? Ooh, there's a lot. They could be thinking about a lot of different things. Pile 3. There could be a lot that comes into their mind every time they look at you. We'll take like one of these cards. Will probably be the top one, the renewal, but I want to talk about the other cards that came out. So we have renewal. I think this person could be thinking about like some sort of like new beginning with you, or like a reconnection. remember awakening. They could be remembering all the good times, but also be awakening to like they could be trying to like remember the good old times, or just remembering like memories and wakening up to like reflecting on these memories. Why is it like doing that? I don't understand. Please look at my hand. Look at the color. Focus. All right. We have deception and temptation. This person could be thinking about like some sort of deception, like maybe there could be some sort of deception going on whenever they stare at you. Like they could be feeling like you're deceiving them, or they're deceiving you, or something. I'll get more into that in a sec. We have stability, harmony, flow. So whenever they look at you, they feel some sort of stability. We have regret. They could be feeling a lot of regret. They could be feeling the truth, or wanting the truth. They could be feeling like there's a decision to be made. They could be feeling like they could be having a lot more energy right now. And they could be feeling like they want to communicate. It says communication. So those are all the cards that we got. I'm just going to take one out, and then I'll take this one because the dang. This person maybe thinks about wanting to communicate with you. They may also have like all these other thoughts, like maybe like feeling like you deceived them and they want the truth about it. They could also be feeling regret on their side. They could be feeling like maybe you brought a lot of stability in their life. They could be feeling like they want to make a decision. They could be feeling like they have a lot of energy. It could be what it is. Now, let's talk about the cards here. So, I just wish this freaking camera would stop messing with me. So with it could be this card that's making it act up. I think it was that card. It said time. I'm afraid that it's too late to take action. This person... Let's talk about the eagle first. I'm sorry. Talk about the eagle. The eagle, I think, is like an action-oriented in this card. Like, they take action and they have a lot of power. It's in reverse, though, so it says controlling. It says all-pervading power, truth seeker, transformations, karma. It said truth seeker, so I'm going to ring the bell for that. Because that is a definite clarifier. It also ringed really low, so that could be something like, this isn't on the first part of their mind. It's not like the first thing that they're looking to get. This person could be someone who is... The bird is a strong, physical and spiritually strong. They represent mastery over elements of fire and air. The eagle appears you'll soon be thrown into a karmic fire for sake of transformation. This person could be really going through it. Like, they could be really changing, really growing, really transforming. It says the eagle pushes us to be our better, brighter selves, stops at nothing to see us shine, grasping the sun in our talents, holding on for the ride. You are stronger than you think, eagle child. And it says when out of balance, controlling. So this person could be dealing with being a bit controlling over their life, or trying to control things that are out of their talents. Like, they can't control the sun. Like how he tries to grab the talents. It's like he can't actually grab it. It's just something that's out of his control. But they want, it's like a fake, controlling something that is outside of you is like a delusion. It's not real. You can't actually do it. But they try to. So that could be something particular about this person. Maybe this person's trying to control you, or trying to make you do something that they want, but in reality it's like they can't do anything for that. Like, it's not going to happen. The thief card, it says sheds light on potential wealth within you that has never been stolen. I think this person maybe reminds you a lot that you are good enough, or made you... Like, they helped you figure out your worth, and they helped remind you that you have this beautiful wealth shining within you. It's like, and no one else can take it because it's within you. There's something really special and great about you, inside of you, who you are as a person. And I think that's something this person, like, really helped you or remind you a lot. What this person could also be thinking or doing is, how they're acting towards you is maybe they feel like there's no more time. Maybe they feel like it's over, like they're too afraid. They feel like it's too late to take action. Maybe they feel like it's over with. It's too late to take action. It's done. They could also be feeling because they're still trying to figure themselves out. So it's like, by the time I figure myself out, it's already going to be over with. Like, it's already going to be too late. So it's like they could be thinking very pessimistically about how they feel or how they're acting towards you. It's like they're not really taking much action because they already feel like it's too late, or that they're still trying to figure themselves out and it's going to be too late. With the not enough, and so how they feel when they stare at you is they feel like they're not enough. They could be lacking confidence. They could be struggling with fear/ego issues. They could be self-sabotaging. They could be feeling jealous. They could just be feeling like frustrated in their relationship. Like they just don't feel like they're enough. And I think they could be feeling very insecure when they stare at you. It's like they feel like they're not good enough. And that's their own stuff that they need to resolve. I think also something in particular, they may be trying to they may try to communicate with you about travel, or communicate to you. When they stare at you, it's like how they feel is they want to communicate. They want to talk. They want to talk to you. They feel great talking to you. They love catching up with you. And something in particular that they may want to talk about is about travel. So that is what I'm getting for who this person is, pile 3. We're going to now jump into why is this person staring at you? Let's get into that. All right. I don't know why these cards are like stuck to my hands. All right, so we're gonna use the tarot here. This is probably gonna be, these cards don't really have, they don't say what card is which is a little bit annoying, but it's okay, we'll figure it out. So the first card I want to ask why. So why does this person keep staring at you? Pile 3, 2. Look at that. That even looks like eyes. That's so crazy. Look, it's like eyes hiding behind something. This person maybe has really like intense gaze. So that could be something, what is this representing? I'm gonna have to look that one up. Okay, next card is, what do they do because of it? So what do they do after they feel the way that they do when they stare at you? We have the... What the hell is that? What is Taurus? It's the Hierophant? This could be the Hierophant or the High Priestess. I'm not sure. We'll see. And then we have, how do they look up to you? So why does this person look up to you? 2, 3. This could be Knight of Cups. And lastly, oh, this card came out. This came in reverse. I think this might be King or Queen. Oh, this is Knight of Swords. I'm so sorry. Knight of Swords, and then this is Knight of Cups. It came in reverse. And how do you feel about it? This could be maybe how you feel about it. Interesting. There could be definitely some, you could be feeling like this person is maybe being a little bit manipulative or deceiving. There could be something about that. Maybe you are worried, like you may have like some sort of traumas or some sort of like trust issues when it comes to like feeling like this person could be a person that maybe you've had a lot of trust in, but now that there's distance, you worry about the trust. Like you worry that there could be some sort of deceiving things that they're doing when they may not be. So let's get more into that. Let's see. Let's get some oracles. So let's get a card that represents why they look up to you. 2, 3. Have I like you? This person really likes you. Pile 3. How do you feel about it? We're gonna get a yin yang oracle. So how does pile 3 feel about the situation? To my beautiful viewer. How does my beautiful viewer feel about the situation? 2, 3. This card wanted to come out and almost hit the bell. It says self-love, creation, and intentions in reverse. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Sorry for my phone. Keeps popping off. Why are you popping off? What's going on here? Let's get a message about what do they do after they feel this way? Give me a clarifier of the card above, please. 2, 3. Secrets. Yeah, there's definitely some sort of like deception going on. And maybe not intentionally. Okay, now why? Let's get one of these cards. So why does this person keep staring at you? 1. Ooh. Okay. Wow. All right. Pile 3. Wow. That came out. Okay, so I was getting a different type of vibe, but the fact that that came out is very interesting. I want to look at the tarot first, because this is a brand new deck for me, so I'm not really sure what the cards are. I want to see if any of these are... I like how they show the images. That's pretty cool. So this is Justice. Ooh. All right. So the first row is why do they keep staring at you? Pile 3. We got the Justice card. It says equilibrium, fair-minded, objectivity, cause and effect, victory, integrity, law, order, decision, and truth. And then reverse says self-righteous, hypocrisy, dishonesty, and corruption. Am I bugging out, or did we get dishonesty before? Hold on. I need to sneeze too. What the hell's happening? Load! Alright. So, why this person keeps staring at you? Pile 3. Is they could have some sort of narcissistic view upon this. I don't know if you've ever seen... For some reason, when I saw this narcissistic view, I watched a video last night on TikTok, or not on TikTok, on YouTube. It was about a... what is it, guy? It was like... a narcissistic guy. They did a like review from one of the guys on Love is Blind, the brand new season 5. I forgot what his name is, but a therapist reviewed him and said that he was a something narcissist. He was like a certain type of narcissist. And basically it was like a narcissistic guy who was very self-righteous, believing that he was above everybody else in his way of thinking and his mindset. Like, he knows right and wrong, and he knows who's right, who's wrong, and all this other garbage. Like, it's kind of like they hold people very, like, deeply accountable for their actions, but won't hold themselves accountable for their own actions. Like, they will shame and instill like people's consequences into others. Like, they'll like shame others for their mistakes and not let it go and like really hammer in on shaming. But then when it comes to themselves, it's like they don't even acknowledge. They just, or they'll twist it another way. They'll gaslight you and twist it to you. Like you were actually the problem to begin with. Like this person could maybe struggle with that, or why they may stare at you could be for that reason. Another interpretation that this could be, pile 3, is maybe they feel you are that way. Like they could be projecting. So that could be something. If it doesn't resonate, ignore this. It could be maybe this is who they are and that's how they feel when they look at you. It's like they feel the need to like almost shame you, or maybe that's not it, but maybe like needing to like prove, like they have like this sense of like law and order, like they are the law, like they think that they are like the justice and that they can be the one to give people justice, but like they are so self-righteous about it. Like they believe that they're better than everybody else because they know right and wrong, even though right and wrong is subjective and everybody has their own perspectives on things. And there is no right and wrong in reality. Everybody has their own perspectives. That's what it is. So that could be playing a part in why this person, I don't know how this could play like why this person's staring at you. I think this is like, they're staring at you because they're full of themselves. Like, it's like they feel like the need to maybe tell you, or maybe even like, it could be shame you, but it could also be maybe like they need to like tell you the right and wrong and the truth. I keep getting like the truth. They need to tell you the truth. They need to tell you the truth of the situation and their truth. And it's like, they're not saying it's their truth. It's like, no, the truth of the situation. It's my truth. Like, they believe that their truth is the truth and that it's like the only truth, even though in reality, everybody has their own perspectives. And just because their truth is their truth, that's their perspective. It's not right. It's not the only thing that is ever to be, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like the ultimatum, like, it's not like the say all or nothing, like, it's not everything. Their truth is just their perspective, and that's it. But they don't take it that way. They take it more. They take it as, like, this is the truth, and this is the only way, and, like, you deceived and lied to me because you think of something different. You know, like, they're not taking your perspective of things as, like, seeing it as your perspective. They're seeing it as like you are lying to them, you are deceiving them, you are spreading secrets, and it's not the truth. Like, you're like trying to deceive them or something. Like, they could have a real big issue with understanding others. I'm not getting good vibes. I'm sorry, File 3. Let's try to make this a better... For some of you, it's definitely... Just keep this person out of your life. For the rest of you, it could just be that maybe this person has these traits that they're working through and that they're trying to deal with and they're trying to reflect on, is seeing that, knowing that, you know, people have different perspectives and they're not the say-all, do-all, the end-all. With this row here, let's try to get into, like, a better vibration here. This could be also like, what do they do because of it? So what do they do after they look at you and after they feel this way about you? We have, I haven't told you everything, the secrets. And then we have, I don't know what card that is. It looks like... Oh, it's Pentacles. So this could be like the Knight or something of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. What card is this? What the hell? This could be a major arcana card. There's a lot of major arcanas. We have already the... What card was this? Oh, this is the High Priestess. I said that right. I was right about that. This card here was the... This was Justice, and then this is High Priestess. So there's a lot of energy with this reading. This could be like happening right now, or there's just a lot of energy being put into this situation. With the High Priestess here, it says the divine feminine intuition, clairvoyance, pre-motion, passivity, secrecy, and inner wisdom. Oh my god, pile 3. That just gives clarification because it says secrecy and then it says secrets. And then also it talked about clairvoyance slash like inner wisdom. Oh my god. I feel the need to bring that because it's just like, and then it says narcissist next to that. So I think this person, the reason why they stare at you, the reason why they look at you, the reason why they want to like tell you like what their inner wisdom. They want to like preach to you their inner wisdom. They want to like tell you the secrets of life, being like, oh yeah, by the way, all the shit that you did to me, like you could have done better, or like you could have like, you know, yada yada, rada rada. Rada rada, I just said that from Chowder. But like this person's like, they think that their secrets or like the things that they learn is like nobody else is learning them, or nobody else is at their level already, like doing the reflection or learning these things already. So it's like they feel the need that they need to like preach it or like pass it over to everybody because they think that they're like better. Like they think that they're at this like, they have like superpowers or something. This person may really like actually be diagnosed with narcissistic tendencies, I'm not gonna lie. So maybe it's better off that you just keep your distance with this person because there's definitely something with this here. The fact that this card came out, I'm not gonna like second guess it. I'm gonna take it for what it is, and like this is not something you really would want to deal with. Me personally. And usually these type of people attract some really kind, sweethearted people that end up being taken advantage of. So just be aware of that. Don't let this person take advantage, and don't let this person tell you, or don't take the bait. I heard this from the therapist that was on the reading, on the video. Do not take the bait. They're trying to continuously to give you this bait to reel you back in and give you this bait of like, oh, to guilt trip you, to make you feel sorry, to pain you, to any of this crap, to keep you under their wing. Don't take the bait. Don't, just look at them, observe them, see how they act, and observe and see the type of narcissist this person truly is. The secrets, again, like they're trying to spread you your inner wisdom. What they do is they may gossip or they may say to other people like, oh, this person would have been blah, yada yada, what they could have done, like they're like spreading this inner wisdom to others, like maybe even gossiping about like what they know, like trying to like protect others, but in a way it's just to manipulate. Like they're trying to be like, oh yeah, I'm just looking out for you, bro, like this person, yada, like just spreading like secrets about this person, when in reality it's like that's their own, they're just trying to manipulate. They're just trying to manipulate others. And by the way, a lot of people already see through their bullshit, so you don't have to try to like tell everybody or try to like change everybody's mind. People already see it. People already see it. You don't have to show people who others are, because then they already show who they are from the get-go. This person keeps talking themselves into the mud. You know, they keep digging their own hole. You don't have to show others who the type of person this person is. They already see it. The Knight of Swords, and if anybody doesn't see it, that's because they're just like this person. So, anyways, the Knight of Swords here. So why does this person look up to you? They like you, and I think the Knight of Swords. Oh, let me get. Sorry, let me get it from this deck. I keep forgetting I don't have the deck here. The Knight of Swords is warrior of the intellect, a strong and opinionated man who requires constant intellectual stimulation. He's ambitious, articulate, and controversial with the tendency to be domineering in a relationship. All right, pile 3. So with that card, this is making me think of, this could be maybe how this person is perceiving you as this narcissist. For some of you, it could be that. And for others of you, it could be that maybe they are the narcissist and who's doing what I was talking about, like trying to convince others or trying to also like say that they know what's right. I'm keep getting like right and wrong in this. Like maybe the two of you may mirror each other being like, oh no, this person's right, this person's wrong. When in reality, there is no right and wrong. There is no right and wrong. You both have just different perspectives. Both have experienced different things, think about things differently, and that's how it is. There is no right and wrong. And it's like you guys would keep fighting for like what's right and what's wrong. I think how this person may perceive you is they perceive you as someone who's very strong, opinionated, and someone who requires a lot of intellectual stimulation. Like you need a lot of like stimulation when it comes to like conversations. You don't like just quick and easy conversations. You like deep and questions that make you think, like conversations that make you think and use your mind a lot. Very intellectual like conversations. They also perceive you as someone who's very ambitious, very articulate, very controversial. Maybe you are very ambitious with your goals, you're very articulate, you know exactly how you want to do things, and then you're also controversial because you could be a bit like, this person perceives you as someone who could be a little bit controversial, Jesus Lord, because maybe some people like you, some people don't, based on how you deal with your relationships, like your friendships, relationships. And it could be something to do with being controlling or being domineering, because that's what it says. It says tendency to be domineering, and that's why it's controversial. So that could be how this person is perceiving you. Doesn't mean it's true, by the way. That could be something in particular. And then lastly, we have the Knight of Cups or the Queen of Cups. Let's see what this is. It is the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups, it's in reverse. It says, the Lord of Water, a charming and charismatic character who is idealistic to a fault. He's highly intuitive, emotional, receptive, however, at times overly sensitive, temperamental, and moody. And it says self-love, creation, intentions. So how you may feel about this person is you may look at this person with a open heart. You may see this person as like someone who's very charming, very charismatic. They're idealistic to a fault. I don't know exactly what that means. I think that means like maybe you idolize this person, but it's like to a line. They're not really like, you know that they're also human. They aren't perfect as well. It's like, and that could be the other way around. Maybe this person's very idealistic. It says a characteristic who's idealistic to a fault. Like yeah. It says highly intuitive and highly emotional receptive. This person could be very like intuitive, and they can know when you're upset or when you're bothered. Like they already can tell how you're feeling emotionally. It says empathetic. Oh wait, no, sorry. And overly sensitive, moody, or temperamental. And it's in reverse. I'm going to say this person could be very manipulative when it comes to their emotions. They may try to control you with their emotions. They could be maybe someone who like is maybe a bit overly sensitive, or maybe they try to say that you're overly sensitive in a way to like this row is supposed to represent how you see them. So you may see them as someone who's overly sensitive. Maybe they tend to snap at like the littlest things because, again, if this person is a narcissist, like they're gonna take everything to heart, and also like feel like you need to pay. They need to be the justice. They need to make you pay for what you made them feel. When in reality, their emotions are their own problems and not yours. So that could be something in particular. I think you try to give this person the benefit of the doubt, and you try to like look up and like really appreciate this person for the little things. But it's like there's like very little to appreciate. Like there's like this person could definitely be all about themselves and very selfish to begin with. So it's like you don't owe them anything. And I think you're trying to like focus more on yourself and maybe even like let this person go, because we have self-love and creation. It's like you're starting to like step into this your own creativity and like starting to like appreciate your hobbies and the little things, the special little things about you. It's like she's stepping into this like little part of like creation and like creating these little things and like having more self-love and appreciating the little like hopes and dreams and the special. It's like this person, they may remind you of all the special things about you, like this little heart you have inside you, like the potential wealth and aspirations, like how it said in the beginning, like this person reminds you of the lights and like specifically about the potential wealth you have within you. And it's like you are starting to see that within yourself. You don't need somebody else to show that. You already see it, and you're starting to put the self-love and creation back into you, into yourself, and not into somebody else. And you're starting to see this person for who they truly are. And also, still knowing that they're a human being, still giving them the benefit of the doubt so you can forgive and let them go. But also knowing that this person still has a lot to work on. And it specifically comes from this needing to be right, needing to win at all costs, needing to be like the justice to serve others and give people what they deserve, this type of bullshit. It's like, get yourself off this damn high horse and know that you're a human being too. Like, it's very narcissistic. So you keep being your lovely, wonderful self, pile 3, okay? Know that your intentions are pure. You always were trying to do the best that you can, and don't let anybody else shame you or try to tell you who you are as a person. You know who you are. You are doing the best that you can, and don't take the bait. Don't let them control you or manipulate you. All right. Anyways, thank you so much, Pile 3. I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you did, please give this video a like. Consider subscribing. I know it was a bit negative. I apologize. I know this card just like these two cards kind of like freaked me out a bit, And I just wanted to make sure that, everything is being said and done, Okay, so anyways, thank you guys. Let me know how I did in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you in one of the next ones. Bye.